All right, guys, it's Ruben Alvarez Jr. Welcome to FLA BJJ.
You were promoted to black belt in 2013 and became the head coach at Vagner Rocha Plantation in 2014. How is everything going with the new academy?
Everything's going great with the new academy. You know, it's coming up. You know, like when you start a new business, you know, it starts slow and then it starts picking up. But thank God, before I opened the academy, I prayed and asked that I hope I get good people, just good people in my gym. And God's blessed me with a bunch of good people. You know, Vagner and Cyborg have great names, and they have a great following, so it ended up carrying on into my gym. So all I have is good people. We're like a family at my gym. You know, they're like my brothers, my sisters. You know, the kids are like my kids. You know, so I love my academy. You know, and it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me.
Awesome. And you're a very young competitor with a lot of prime competition years ahead of you. What are your goals for 2015?
2015 is the first goal is to make my gym successful. You know, that's what I thrive on, is building champions, not only in jiu-jitsu but in life. You know, I try to teach my students a core value through jiu-jitsu, and the same thing that Cyborg's taught me when I was a kid, because I always got into fights and I always wanted to like show jiu-jitsu and stuff, and then he matured me a lot. So from that's what I want to do in my academy. Also competition-wise, I want to see if I go to ADCC, fight MMA probably one more time. You know, Vagner's back in the UFC, so I want to get up there one day, you know, and show my jiu-jitsu to the world, you know.
Awesome.
And bring it back to MMA.
Awesome. I have one more question.
Yeah.
You seem like a big hip-hop lover. What have you been listening to lately? Give us some suggestions.
Been listening to a new Logic album, Under Pressure. That's one of my favorite albums. I listen to a lot of underground rap, you know, like Joey Badass. Am I allowed to say that one? Yeah. I listen to Joey Badass. I listen to DMX, you know, like old school stuff. Like today I was listening to like Mellow Hype, a bunch of stuff, like underground stuff, like Odd Future and stuff. So I love that type of rap, you know, stuff that's positive and gets you going for training. And I also like other music too. Like I'm big on hip hop. Everybody knows me for my hip hop, but I listen to like rock. I listen to jazz. I used to play jazz in high school, so I like all types of genres, you know, except country. You know, country's not my thing. But yeah, I'm a big hip hop head. So it's Joey Badass, Logic, DMX, yeah, and so on. You know.
Awesome. Well, anything else you want to say? Show off that belt.
Well, the belt doesn't really matter. I don't really care about that. I want to give a shout out to FLA BJJ. You guys are awesome. It's good to see that good people are bringing jiu-jitsu back to Florida. You know, Florida was getting a bad rep for a while, and you guys are bringing it back to a good rep. I also want to thank my coaches, Vagner Rocha, Cyborg, especially Cyborg. He's been there for me since day one, and I love that guy, and he gave me my black belt, and he's one of the best guys ever. Also want to thank my sponsor, Furia Geese, and thank all my students at VRMA Plantation. If you guys are ever in the Plantation area, come by. If you're ever by Cyborgs, come by. If you're ever by Vagner's and Pines, come by. I'm at either one of them, always training, you know. So hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, whichever. I'll always write back to people because I love everybody, you know.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.